So 3 years ago, I can't believe it's been that long already, I won Audience Choice Award at TechCrunch Disrupt, and I want to share some of the lessons that I gained there. First set of advice for somebody that's going to TechCrunch Disrupt is clearly understand your goals for the event. Some people's goals will be to meet investors. Some will be to make PR or journalist connections. Some will be to actually win a competition or contest. And depending upon your goals, you're going to need different people from your organization at the event, and you're going to need to prep differently. We had myself, I was head of technology. We had my co-founder, head of product. We had one of our investors, and we had our community manager, Sarah. So when we initially applied to TechCrunch Disrupt, we wanted to participate in the battlefield. That's where startup companies compete for a big prize and prestige. TechCrunch rejected us. They said that we were too early, but they did give us access to the Israeli pavilion. The pavilions were downstairs and had about 3,000 people participate. We had our hearts set on participating in the battlefield, and we saw that there actually was a way once we got there on the pavilion to get bumped up to upstairs. The way that you got invited to the battlefield, if you were an early stage company, was by winning the Audience Choice Award. So while we had our Israeli pavilion booth, we had Sarah, who was our community manager. We dressed her up in a ridiculous costume. We called her the Glidebot, and this was a reference to South Park. She was Glidebot 3000, and we asked her to walk around and make friends. We gave her an iPad, and the iPad was set up right to the page where people could vote, and she went around and got hundreds of people to vote for us. By the end of the day, they tallied up the votes, and Glide, lo and behold, was invited up to the battlefield. We succeeded. So we made a plan to get to the battlefield. Problem was, we didn't make any plans for what to do once we got there. While the other battlefield contestants had spent weeks preparing their presentation and their pitch, we did not. It was in the evening in New York time, so that meant it was about 1 or 3 in the morning in Jerusalem. So we had to wake up our staff. We had something like half an hour to prepare. Maybe it was like an hour and a half, but it really wasn't a lot of time. Thank God people put the presentation together. I got up there on stage. I told my story. I wore an awesome hat, and somehow we managed to win to become finalists.
Hi, presenting will be Jonathan Karras and Adam Corval. And remember, they haven't had a whole lot of time to present, so good luck to them. I'm sure they'll do great.
Real time, I'm actually broadcasting this. Here you guys can be out here too. So that means that somebody can watch it while you're still recording it. Look at the amount of time that it actually takes from the initialization to the consumption. It wavers somewhere around 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Wow, I've not watched that presentation in a long time. It's good to go back and watch your old self and remind yourself how much you've grown since then.